a new era of creators.
It is round 2 of the Gills Arena All-Time Player Draft. As previously mentioned, Gill traded the 5th overall pick and the 38th overall pick to Brandon Jennings for Brandon's 14th and 15th pick. Brandon, you are on the clock right now with the 5th pick. Let's check in with Mr. B and see how hostile his territory is getting right now.
Ain't nobody so big. That's what I'm saying. Cause hopefully they go.
That's what I'm saying. That Durant, he picked Durant at 3rd. I mean at 4th. He picking his friends.
Brandon, are you not feeling Gill's KD pick at number 4?
We are.
Are you happy about that?
Yeah, hell yeah.
Okay.
Do we go Steph?
So Brandon has the 5th pick. Rashad will make his first entry into the draft with the 6th and 7th overall pick. We will see if he breaks the color barrier, goes with the Caucasian. Larry Bird still on the draft board. Bob Cousy still on the draft board. George Mikan, if you want to get old school with it, still available on the draft board. Mr. Clutch, Jerry West, still available on the draft board.
Sure, yeah, because there's so many.
Wally Serbiak, still available on the draft board.
Hey, yo, we ready.
Brandon, you are ready with the 5th overall pick. Who are you taking at number 5?
With the 5th overall pick, we're going to take Jokic.
Whoa. Brandon has broken the color barrier of the Gills Arena All-Time Player Draft, selecting Nikola Jokic with the 5th overall pick.
Yeah.
The 3-time MVP, reigning MVP from this season. A Serbian sensation. The man who loves horses almost as much as he loves getting buckets. Finals MVP. And the 4th all-time player in triple doubles. Brandon, why did you select Joker with the 5th overall pick in the Gills Arena All-Time Draft?
What'd you just call him? He was
overseas GOAT. Can't be replaced.
He's the overseas GOAT, can't be replaced, and he's the point guard. He's the 1, the 2, the 3, the 4, and the 5. So to play with that with Michael Jordan, he can spread the lane out for Mike, and Mike can get busy.
So, Brandon, your first 2 picks, Michael Jordan, Nikola Jokic. How happy are you right now that you were able to draft or to trade up to the 5th slot to be able to grab Joker at number 5?
I'm very happy. I mean, he's one of the best big men ever. So, and with us having to sit and wait for the next round, it was important for us to get a big right here.
So there are a lot of people in the chat wondering right now why you didn't take a player like Shaq, who was also available on the draft board. They're feeling some type of way about it. So why did you think Joker was a better pick than a player like Shaq?
Because he can spread the floor. He can play outside, inside. He can pass. He can shoot threes, everything. So, he's just a total package.
He still defends.
All right.
And he defends.
And he defends. Some would say that maybe not as well as he should, but he does play defense. He does play defense. So now let's move on to Cemetery Larry. The dream killer, Rashad McCants, has the 6th and 7th pick in the Gills Arena All-Time Player Draft. We'll see what strategy he uses to take these players. He technically has 10 minutes now between these 2 picks.
We ready?
You are on the clock for the 6th pick. Rashad, you are ready?
Yeah,
Who are you taking with the 6th pick in the Gills Arena All-Time Player Draft?
Yeah, we're taking Tracy McGrady, man.
Whoa, Rashad has decided on taking Tracy McGrady, 6th overall. And Mr. Cemetery Larry, why did you decide on taking T-Mac with the 6th overall pick?
Well, it's Tracy McGrady. Come on, man.
Okay.
I mean, outside of Mike and Cole, as far as potential and excitement and skill set, there's no one better than Tracy McGrady. I think it speaks for itself. We got a good thing coming right now.
So you also hold the 7th overall pick in this draft, so we will let you guys get back to that.
No, we're ready.
Oh, you ready with the 7th pick as well? Rashad, a man that respects people's time. Who was the 7th overall pick?
Yeah, we're going with Wardell. We're going to go with Wardell, Stephen Wardell Curry.
Steph Curry with the 7th pick in the Gills Arena All-Time Player Draft.
Yeah.
Rashad, you took Tracy McGrady at 6, Steph Curry at 7. Was there any thought about taking Steph at 6 and T-Mac at 7, or did you have that in your mind already?
Well, I mean, either way you shake it. Either way you shake it. I'm surprised Brandon left his homeboy out to dry, and now we got to fry him. You know what I'm saying? We got to fry Brandon now, so it don't even make no It don't make no difference now.
Steph, two-time MVP, only player in NBA history to be named unanimous MVP, four-time champ, one-time finals MVP, all-time leader in three-pointers made, and a member of the Under Armour Fantasy. Brandon, are you sad to see Steph Curry go so early and not have the opportunity to draft him?
No. I mean, that was the big debate with Jokic and Steph. But we just felt like, you know, Rashad having so many picks that he was going to pick one of the bigs and everybody else, and having to wait that long. We just wanted to make sure we secure a big. So,
Okay.
But no, it's a good pick for him.
It's a good pick. So Rashad right now, his squad is Tracy McGrady, Steph Curry. Brandon has Michael Jordan and Joker. Gil has KD and LeBron James. And we're moving on now to Kenyon Martin, who will make the 8th overall pick in the Gil's Arena all-time draft, his second selection of the day. Kenyon, what are you thinking about with the 8th pick?
Let me think, man. I was over here contemplating with my assistant was over here having conversation, and I think I'm going to go Shaquille O'Neal.
With the 8th overall pick in the Gil's Arena all-time player draft, Kenyon Martin has selected Shaquille O'Neal. Many thought Shaq would be the first big taken off the board. Joker was selected by Brandon, leaving Shaq at 8. So now, Kenyon, you've got teammates Kobe Bryant and Shaquille O'Neal.
Absolutely.
With your 3rd and 8th overall pick. Very Lakers-themed, Lakers-heavy. What are you expecting from those two players that you've now built your franchise around, your two cornerstone players?
Oh, just to be who they were when they were dominant when doing their three-peat. You know, that's what this is about, man. They proven champions, proven winners. Hey, I'm getting the best of them.
Kenyon, we'll get the best out of those two players. That completes the second round of the Gil's Arena all-time player draft. I will read the second round picks for you. So going 5th overall, Brandon selected Nikola Jokic. At 6, Rashad took T-Mac. With the 7th pick, Rashad selected Wardell Stephen Curry. And with the 8th overall pick in the Gil's Arena all-time draft, Kenyon went with Shaq, pairing Kobe and Shaq together on his squad. Two players that are extremely familiar with each other. Won a three-peat with Los Angeles before going their separate ways. Both went on to win championships with and without each other. But now it's time to move on to round 3 of the Gil's Arena all-time player draft. So much like the start of round 2, early on, Rashad came through with the 6th and 7th picks. He now has the 9th pick, the first pick in round 3 in the Gil's Arena all-time player draft. Rashad, you are now on the clock. What are you thinking about with that 9th pick in terms of what you want to add to your roster?
I think we're ready.
Rashad, we appreciate you for not fulfilling the full 5-minute window because we have shit to do. There are half blunts being smoked by people in the chat.
So,
Knuckles being cracked. Who are you taking number 9, Rashad?
number 9 pick. We're gonna go with Cesar Shaka La Vie, Victor Wembanyama.
With the 9th pick in the Gil's Arena all-time player draft, Rashad has selected Victor Wembanyama, also known as Wamba Wamba, Wemby, amongst other things. Shout out to Rasheed Wallace. After a generational rookie season, made an All-NBA first team. Some thought he should have been Defensive Player of the Year. That award went to Gobert. Rookie of the Year, All-NBA rookie first team. Rashad, Wemby entering his 2nd year, the youngest player taken off the board so far in this draft. What was it about Wemby that made you want to take him with the 9th overall pick in the Gil's Arena all-time player draft?
You know, it's hard to guard a guy who can spread the floor the way that Wemby does. He actually guards all 5 positions pretty well. The only real bad thing we have is the matchup with him and Shaq. And I think that, down the line, we'll be able to pick a good enforcer. You know what I'm saying? You see the dead body back here.
Oh, I see you have Gil in a body bag already.
That's Gil.
Okay.
Up there.
Already in a body bag.
Yeah. So Wemby, he fits our style of play. You know what I'm saying? He fits our style of play. Shaq gonna have to bring his big ass out there. You know what I'm talking about?
So obviously you have some picks later on in this draft. Are you going to go big there to try and give Wemby some support at the big man position? Or are you just going to keep mixing around, taking the best available talent?
You know, we may do this, we may do that. Why so serious, big fella?
Rashad McCants selected Victor Wembanyama with the 9th overall pick in the Gills Arena all-time player draft. Kenyon, you were on the clock with pick number 10, the second pick of the 3rd round in our Gills Arena all-time player draft. Rashad went young with Victor Wembanyama.
Yeah.
Kenyon, who are you thinking about with the 10th overall pick?
Yeah, there's a lot of great players on here, man. Been torn whether I want to go young, old, in the middle. So me and my assistant, we talked about it, and we're going to go Kevin Garnett.
You are going Kevin Garnett with the 10th overall pick in the Gills Arena all-time player draft. There was some thought that you would keep her Lakers-centric, perhaps drafting Derek Fisher, just to keep that core of the Lakers three-peat. But you decided to go with KG, 2008 NBA champ, MVP, 15-time All-Star, 9-time All-NBA, 12-time All-Defense, 9 first teams, 3 second teams.
Yeah, you can't.
4-time rebounding champ. So we're hearing a lot of excitement and joy coming out of the Tough Crowd draft room. But Kenyon, why did you pick KG with the 10th pick?
Yeah, just what he brings to the table overall, man. I got 3 of arguably the best guys at their position during their tenure. So can't argue with the numbers, can't argue with the success of those guys. I'm going about this thing in a way that the rest of these guys probably is not. So there you have it.
Well, Kenyon, we respect you, and we respect your draft expertise. So we did ask the chat through the first 2 rounds who had the best team so far. 38% of the chat says Kenyon Martin has the best team. 33% says Gil. 16% going with Rashad. 12% going with Brandon. We will see if that changes. Brandon's room was extremely excited after that Kevin Garnett pick was announced. Brandon currently has the 11th overall pick in the Gills Arena all-time player draft. So let's check in on Mr. B in the Tough Crowd room. Very smoky in there, Brandon. Is that medicinal?
Yo, it's turning here. We lit. We lit. I don't care what that chat say. They out there with them old ass niggas. Yo, listen, check this out. With my pick, I'm going with Giannis.
So with the 11th overall pick in the Gills Arena all-time player draft, hell yeah! Brandon Jennings has selected Giannis Antetokounmpo, the Greek Freak as he is known by many.
Come on, man.
2-time MVP, NBA champ, Finals MVP.
It's cool though. We knew it was gonna be.
Only player to average, 30 points per game with over 60% field goal percentage? Yes. In NBA history, 5-time all-defensive selection. Brandon, you know, by selecting Giannis, you have also now selected Thanasis with the last pick that you have. Giannis is a package deal. He will not go anywhere without at least one of his brothers.
The Greek Freak.
You can take him in the later rounds, or you can sign him as a free agent to your squad. But just know that Giannis and Thanasis are a package duo. So, Brandon, why did you take Giannis with the 11th overall pick in the Gills Arena all-time player draft?
He's versatile. I think with him and Jokic playing together, the way Jokic plays, get it up in an open floor, they'll be able to just be able to spread the floor for Mike. And defensively, I mean, it's going to be hell down there.
It is going to be hell. So now let's just quickly recap. Gil in the midst of making his selection. Let's go back to Kenyon for 1 second. So Kenyon, the chat has voted you as the leader through the first 2 rounds.
Yes, sir.
In putting your team together. Was there ever a doubt in your mind that you would put the best squad together?
Nah, man, so you sit on that couch with me every day, Joe. You know I think, man. You know I'm a thinker. I've been thinking about this since they put it together, on what a team would look like and what we need to win. And well, watch these next 3 picks.
You got something up your sleeve for us?
Oh yeah, and listen, if people still on the board, trust me, hey, we finna put this thing together all the way, homie.
Okay, we were excited and we'll look forward in anticipation to see what other picks
But
you make in
these
day
other
one.
dudes, so the only other competition I think in here really that thinks cerebral is Gilbert.
Oh, so you have no respect for Brandon and Rashad?
I didn't say I had no respect, but the real competition I think is Gil.
Okay.
Because he probably got his fucking little black book in his pocket. You know, he probably got all of them on him actually.
I would not put it past Gil. I'm sure he's thought about this for several weeks.
He probably got his laptop over there, his phone, he got his iPad. You know, he's stat man.
Nick Young, Gil has Nick Young in the room, has Melly Monaco.
What room are
Chris
they
as
in?
well in there as they're plotting. So let's check in on Gil's draft room to see what's going down.
Both of them, both players.
And it just looks better, though.
Both players they was on first team 11 straight times. Both. So we don't lose either way.
We don't. But who's taller? Duncan.
So we got KD at the.
You want to go bigger. You got to
We
go
got KD
bigger.
at 3, right? We got LeBron at the point right now.
We got to guard Shaq and motherfucking KD.
We're not worrying about Shaq right now. Because we got pick 13, we got pick 14, 15.
But still, we need a big. Nigga.
Who has the next pick? You do. Rashad, and who does Rashad pick? He picked the center,
Yeah.
he's picked the point guard,
He got.
and a shooting guard.
He got Wemby.
So he needs a 3 and a 4.
Yeah. Who he got? Wemby,
Jason, Curry.
Curry.
Jason Curry, Wemby. So he needs a 4. And at that moment in time, wait, he don't have a 3? He don't have a 3 or a 4, right?
You don't got a center, tell you.
No, he has Wemby.
Wemby gonna get killed down there at Shaq.
So he'll fuck around.
Wemby can't guard none of the bigs.
So we gotta get.
You gotta go to Duncan first, yeah. Duncan. Cause go Duncan. He could get. I think Bubba Carr gonna be there if we want him for the second team. Karl Malone. Niggas,
We don't need Karl Malone.
They hate on him. They be disrespecting Karl Malone. So I think he gonna.
Bob Cousy, still on the draft board.
So if we go. Okay, let's say we get Tim.
Rashad has currently left his draft war room. This could only lead me to believe that he is plotting something that he does not want the world to see just yet.
So we got 2 picks.
He has the Gil body bag hanging in the back.
Center, shooting guard, and a power forward.
Yeah.
Gil, you have about 1 minute 30 seconds remaining to make your selection.
Let's shoot for it. Let's shoot for it. Let's shoot for it. Your pick and my pick. Let's shoot for it. Go ahead. Yes. So we going with Nick. Oh. Cool. Oh, yeah.
Gil and Rashad. Gil and Nick currently shooting for their
Going
pick.
with the big fundamentals.
Gil, Nick has put a brick up.
Trash. Listen on TV.
Nick has put a brick. Now it's Gil's turn to shoot for the pick. Boom! Gil has made the
I
shot.
got a top. I got a top. I got to go glass. I got to go glass.
Let's go!
Let's go.
Uh-oh.
Let's go, baby.
Off glass.
Oh, you thought you could do my trick? You
Gil
can't do my trick.
has lived
Let's
up
go
to his
with the
name,
pick.
Agent 12.
Glass. You ready? Are y'all ready to pick?
Nick, we are ready for the pick.
Y'all ready for the pick?
We are ready.
Pick. Put the thing on blue. Boom! Let's tell them. We going with the big fundamentals, Timothy Duncan. Tim Duncan.
Hey, wait.
Gil has selected Tim
Both going
Duncan
after Tim Duncan.
with the 12th overall pick. Duncan, a
That's
5-time
right. We don't
champ,
lose.
3-time Finals MVP, 2-time MVP.
No matter what, baby.
15 All-Star selections, 15 All-NBA selections, 15 All-Defensive selections. Gil, why did you think that Tim Duncan was the appropriate pick with the 12th spot?
Because we already have a 1 and a 3, and so we need a 2, 4, 5, and I think with Tim Duncan right now would be the best choice since we do have the 14th and 15th pick, and I don't think McCants with his 13th pick would pick another 5-man. Right, so that means we didn't have to waste a pick on the 5-man, and he's looking for either a shooting guard or a power forward right now. So it was best for us to take the best power forward out of the game off the board.
So Gil, your squad so far.
Wait, how many jerseys these boys got over? God damn! They went to the mall. Did they go to the mall, y'all? Look at this. They got 52 jerseys.
got
man.
a Matumbo.
Oh, you know he picking Bobo.
Oh, no. If he...
Bobo still on the draft board.
Woo! Y'all see it, baby. Y'all know who we got. We got Duncan.
Duncan Penderhughes.
Bobo's representative said that he will not sign a two-way contract. He wants a guaranteed deal if he is taken in the Gil's Arena All-Time Player Draft. Remains to see if that will happen. So, Gil, your first three picks, LeBron, KD, Tim Duncan in this draft. We are done with round three, so I will recap the picks for you. The first pick in round three, Rashad took Victor Wembanyama. Kenyon followed that up by selecting KG. Brandon picked Giannis, and Gil ended the round by selecting Tim Duncan. So let's go over to Rashad in his draft war room. So Rashad, I don't know if you heard Kenyon earlier. He said that Gil was his only real threat in this all-time player draft. What did you think about Kenyon's remarks?
Is it obvious?
It is not, sir.
It is not currently, but we will ask the chat if they can elaborate on the obviousness of it.
Y'all know what this is for, right?
Do you have additional body bags?
Get down. Get down. Don't nobody move but me and the money.
So, ski mask season, is there a robbery that's about to take place as we move to this fourth round? Okay, I'm excited. Let's go over to Brandon in his draft war room before we hear your pick, Rashad. Brandon, how are you feeling about your draft so far?
I like my team. I got Mike, I got Giannis, I got Jokic. So far, now we got to go find a point guard and a small forward.
All right, well, let's go back over to...
I mean, at the end of the day, all the teams that are getting picked, they're going on 2K. So a lot of y'all picking slow guys and guys that can't run.
They will get exposed in
that.
2K, Brandon. Is that what you're saying?
Yeah, like, play some video games.
Who's taking the worst pick in your opinion so far?
That dude that keep changing jerseys. The dude that keep changing jerseys. That Wembanyama was ridiculous.
You were not rolling with the Victor Wembanyama
First of all, he
pick.
picked Bad Back Mac, and he ain't gonna be out there. What the hell are we doing?
Peak Tracy McGrady, back still intact back Mac. Still intact back Mac.
My back is broken. My back, spinal.
Final. Now let's move over to Kenya Martin's draft room. Kmart, how are you feeling about your draft so far?
Hey, man, I'm Gucci, dog.
Kobe, Shaq, KG.
Yeah, we got some shit brewing over here, man.
Oh, you were up to something. You got something up your sleeve.
Oh, you know it.
Working the numbers, working the phones. Well, now let's move on to the fourth round in our Gil's Arena All-Time Draft. Round number 4. Much to explore.